Is Manifest, episode 6. Note, as a Thelar and a trained member of the Adorium, Armigas can control water to put out fires. Try and experiment with this ability over all over the world, from towns to dungeons, and see what happens. Oh. Whoa. God, that screen's so bright. Oh ho, that's a neat trick. But keep it away from my forge, would you, lad? Oh, that is pretty neat. I love the animation it has. What's in the box? Oh, this, you obtained the Lickstrium stone. Yay! Teleportation! Yep, we're back. So, I guess right away we should go to Stradorian's and Armigas' house, which I think was this one. Where's Stradorian? Stradorian, we've got the Lickstrium stone. Thoughts? Stradorian? Do you think the old-timer went to the what? I have a happy space trigger finger, so I'm sorry. No, not Stradorian. What's that over there? Is he writing love letters to someone in town? This is Stradorian's writing, but it looks like he wrote it in haste. I bet it's Merlelda over at the apothecary. She seems to like his Shh! Listen to this. Armigas, if you are reading this, then I have been taken by the agents of Balrus. As you are now probably realizing, this was not altogether unexpected on my part. He did it again! I apologize for keeping this from you, but I felt it necessary. To your credit and perhaps fault, I do not believe you would have left my side willingly had you known. Even together we would not have been able to fight them all off, and you would have shared my fate. Why didn't he just come with us? Calm down, lad. I'm sure he had his reasons. Does he say anything else? I know what you are thinking, but they knew we were here. If I had gone with you, they would have questioned the villagers and torn the place apart, searching for us. And ultimately, with no answers and no Thelar, they would have been burned down Relna to the ground. Perhaps this seems to me the only way to find out where they are taking all the Thelar. Please, do not be angry, for my course of action was chosen on behalf of the greater good, at least as I perceive it. But make no mistake, my boy, your task was not given nor accomplished in vain. The charge of protecting the stone must now pass to you. You should have... It just seems a little loud to me, so I'm turning it down. You should leave town as soon as possible and head to Pewwick Abbey. Martin Isidora is currently harboring many Thelar refugees, and you should be safe there for the time being. Seek out Priestess Fadis when you arrive, and let her know that I sent you. Should you choose to stay at Pewwick indefinitely, I would not fault you, but if you decide to continue on, take the stone to Imbruril on the Western Isle. Fadis can help you arrange transportation for the last part of your journey. There is one more thing before you leave. Search the fireplace for the key to the locked chest inside. It is a journal written by a Thelar named Mahithide. I'm going to call him Matt. Matt. Read it, so that you will understand our past and make the necessary changes for our future. You are our hope, Stradorian. Also, since yours is a noble heart, Velimic, I assume that Armigas is still under your escort, and that he is reading this aloud. I hope you are doing well, old friend. Please give my love to Brylan. Oh, he is a clever one indeed, but this is most disturbing news. Damn it! The herds. This is the second time he's done this. How do you mean, lad? 8 years ago, when our village was burned, Sidorian knew more than he let on. He sent me and another member of the Adorium on a fool's errand. I realize now that he was trying to keep us away from the village. He was trying to protect me then as well. Truly a great man, that one. The world would be worse for his loss. If you don't mind me acting, he doesn't mind me acting, who are these scoundrels that took him? They are Thelar, who have aligned themselves with your High Lord. The ones who attacked me that day were wearing cloaks and hoods. I'm assuming it was to mask the fact that they were Thelar. It seems only logical that after making us out to be demons, Balrus would not want the public to know he was allied with some. Does it have to do with your organization? I do not believe so. The Adorium is more of a philosophy I can't talk, than anything else, and not one I could see anyone taking offense to. Besides, they have not been discriminating about which Thelar they abduct. Your own kind. Ain't that a kick to the groin? It's a kick to the balls, alright? So, when do we leave? We? What about going back to your sugar muffin? Brian will understand. I keep saying Brian and it's Brylan. Will understand. I threw it couldn't hurt to say goodbye first. Now then, pocket that journal and we'll be off. Bark! His Trux is totally a chihuahua. Ho ho, the three of us, that is. No. They kidnapped Sidorian. What's in the fireplace? I love that animation. You obtained Sidorian's key. Yay! Let's go. Spazzing out. Matt's journal. I'm sorry, I just gotta do it. Will she scream? Will she scream? Oh. Oh, hey! Never noticed that. This shows how much I pay attention. I'm glad I did that. I was just wanting to do that for laughs, to have her scream I'm naked again, but I guess not. No, that's the armor shop. Still can't do nothing with that. You're still out here. You're supposed to move. He just... Don't want to talk to you. You're a dick. Hello, wearing a witch's hat. Brylan. I can see it in your eyes, Velimic. Do what you need to do. But see if you can't find a new home for him while you're doing it. She doesn't mean it, Trux. I almost forgot. I was tidying up last night and I found these old things. I'm not exactly sure what you boys are up to, but I thought you might want to take them with you. Oh, I got some gloves. Thank you, my turnip. I'll think of you when I wear them. I'm sorry. I love Velimic's character. He's so awesome. And a blacksmith. I love blacksmiths. You had better. For some reason, I just want to slap her. Maybe it's her being an asshole to Trux. That's what I had to say. Okay, time to Head for the hills. Let's go. And as soon as we leave the town, the notebook comes up. This will be the first entry of what I hope will be many, in the memoirs of a man who considers himself fortunate enough to have witnessed what may have been the greatest discovery in the history of this world. I feel the overwhelming need to put my thoughts to the pen, if only to indulge in the possibility of recapturing the excitement of this moment for any who may read this, myself included. The most intimate effect of this discovery is that it seems to have successfully united our war-ravaged planet. For the past 3 years, the Northern Federation and the Southern Alliance have been destroying each other over control of the last remaining resources. But as of yesterday, the fighting has stopped. One man, Saram, has ended what would have undoubtedly communicated and the annihilation of the entire Alliance. When questioned afterwards by the Alliance Council, he said that he was confused as they were by what had happened. He described feeling a combination of overwhelming despair and rage an instant before the first explosion. As the world began to melt away around him, he recalled slipping into a state of absolute clarity and focus. What he believed to be his final thoughts were of his family. He raised his hands and looked up to see his city bathed in a calming blue light, untouched and as beautiful as he had ever seen it. His story has flooded the news of both nations, creating more questions than answers. At the request of our government, Saram has agreed to undergo testing to find those answers. In a gesture of goodwill and brotherhood, he made it very clear that both countries are to have complete access to all samples and results of the research. I have been charged with the task of leading the Alliance research team. I am unsure as to what we will be looking for, and painfully curious as to what we will find, but whatever it is, it has given us peace, and it has given us hope. Matt. Month O, Day 1, OTA. You may read Matt's journal at any time from the menu in the items section. Each time you read a new entry, you will gain access to it there. Okay. And every time we have a certain event happen to us is when we'll read another entry. I'll tell you where. Oh, that wasn't that far. We didn't have to go through many battles. Due to recent Alzoric hostility, these gates are to remain closed and locked by order of Abbey Matron Isidora. We would like to speak to Princess Fadis. Thoughts? I don't see what harm that could do. But don't get your hopes up. She'll probably tell you the same thing I did. Please write right there. Priestess Fadis, there are 2 travelers here who wish to speak with you. 3. What? There are 3 of us. 3 travelers. Hi, Fadis. Hi, Fadis. Good day to you, friends. I must apologize for our inhospitable treatment, but frequent Orzhok raiding parties have forced us to keep our gates closed. They strike without warning, and it would be best if you head back to where you came from as quickly as you can. It is not safe here. We were sent by Sidorian. It is for his sake that we must get through. Open the gates. But do it! Oh ho, apparently at Puric it's all about who you know. That old teacher of yours has quite an influence."